Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. In this very particular episode, let's talk about chasing orgasm. I just cannot come up with any name, so maybe you guys have a better suggestion of it. Anyway, I believe many women can relate to this, as you know, many women often, unlike it's so easy for men to reach orgasm, it's actually kind of complicated for a woman to get to that point. I mean, sure, lucky you, many women out there don't have that problem, but I'm just talking about majority of women may have that problem. Like, it's just a little bit more complicated for them to get high, right? So why the more women try to get orgasm, it seems like it's much more difficult to get there. So most of the time they will simply have to fake. So during the conversation with a friend, a dear friend, she happened to mention that, you know, even if you don't get orgasm, do you enjoy the process of it? I say, yeah, the process, you know, is nice or it's good. I mean, I'm not saying I never get it. Sure, I just hope like it can be as easy as guy, we can always get it, right? So she said, well, if the whole process is enjoyable, for example, why don't you just, you know, instead of trying to get there, why don't you just focusing on every stroke? So due to that conversation, it kind of shift your mind a little bit. So instead of every time you're having interaction, you're only focusing on result, which most of us are goal-oriented. You're focusing on making yourself comfortable, at least enjoying it on every stroke, right? So after the conversation, you start to think, oh, wow, this is, you know, like totally bring, like eye-opening instead of always try to get there, which I believe most of us would like to. I simply try to enjoy every moment of it. But also due to that understanding, I realize how it indirectly impacts everything else in your life. As I am a very goal-oriented person, that is, we very often focusing on getting the result. It doesn't matter it's work or it's a relationship or it's friendship or etc. You have a goal or you have something that you simply want to reach or achieve. Now you simply shift your mindset. Instead of always pushing yourself so hard or, you know, sacrifice yourself just because you have certain goal in your head, you start to enjoy the situation, no matter it's good or bad, or even it's in the worst situation, you look at it as an individual situation and then consider how can I position myself or how can I express myself that I can maximize or make the most of it in this situation. And as the mindset starts changing, you will start to realize everything that you encounter tend to give you a different result. So, which led me to another conversation I had with another person not long ago. While we discussion like they're talking about how they really want to meet someone, especially in the beginning stage of the dating, they're constantly looking for quality that this person's gonna be a long term, right? So, oh, they might have the quality that I don't want to have as a partner, or, you know, they would very often sacrifice themselves in a relationship so they can accommodate someone in order to achieve that result that they wanted. They focus so much on meeting the Mr. Right. Therefore, whoever they are with, it seems like they are trying to scan through them, picking through them, or try to figure out what may or may not fit into Mr. Right category. But that's using the orgasm. I'm not even sure this is adequate, but you know, bear with me. That's using the orgasm theory to apply to this. Finding a Mr. Right or Miss Right or whatever that is that you want to have in life, it's very much like when you get into the sex position, all you can think about is I want to get an orgasm today. Therefore, your body tense and then it become harder for you to get into that situation. Same thing as Mr. Right. Every time you going out, have a dinner or having a meal with someone, you're getting to know someone, all you want to know is, are they the one for me? Therefore, you most likely are not going to enjoy yourself, but will constantly try to find the flaws in that someone. I'm not saying by changing this, you're going to meet that someone right away. But what if we simply consider every dating experience or every time we have a chance to go out and meet someone or something, instead of focusing on whether they are Mr. Right or not, we somehow enjoy it as every stroke. Oh my God, this is gonna be so R-rated. So that is, you figure out a way to position yourself. I mean, sure, if you don't like someone, don't like someone. Don't force yourself to like them. But if somehow it turned out to be somehow, enjoyable or pleasant, then you're focusing on how you can position yourself or how you can enjoy yourself, not so much about pleasing them or, serve them, please them, but more focusing on yourself, how you can position yourself, express yourself, how can you make this experience, whether it's gonna last or not last, to become an enjoyable experience for yourself. So if you are able to do that in a regular basis, I believe in long run, since it's out of practice, you will get more in tune with what it is that you want and what is it that you're seeking for. And that sensation and vibration will also help you to attract the people who will actually appreciate your quality or enjoy your company that you do in the long run. So anyway, not sure it's relevant, but just personal opinion to share with you guys. If you guys are still focusing on getting like orgasm, I mean, we all do. But it's like people giving a shot, right? Every time nurses want to give you a shot, they tell you to relax your muscles so it won't hurt that bad. But then if you're getting really nervous, it most likely will hurt for days, right? So it's the same theory. If you're focusing on that goal and then you've been frustrated that you couldn't get it or something like that, you can focusing on the process of it, and then you can adjust yourself, position yourself, or express yourself in a way that experience is not only just to please the person you're with, but also enjoyable for yourself. So if you can really bring the focus to that, then at the end of the day, whether you got orgasm or not, this whole experience will be quite enjoyable for you. And you start to apply in your life. Instead of focusing on constantly seeking for Mr. Right, that person had to fit all the checklists in order for you to qualify them as the Mr. Right or Miss Right. You can simply adjust yourself, position yourself, express yourself in a way that whole experience become quite enjoyable for you, and therefore get you to know yourself better, and eventually will direct you or attract you to the person that who would really appreciate you. So I believe that men, well, kind of already, kind of not, but they eventually will apply to anything else you do in life. So just my personal opinion to share with you all. Again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always follow, share, and like. I see you guys next time. Bye now.